see if having that dude leveled up so high is gonna screw anything up. I think we'll be okay. So, or I mean, for the next section, this boss fight's just as trivial as all the rest. So, but yeah, the Mystic Knight with the Kiku and Kotetsu was gonna actually kill that guy in a couple of turns instead of like 6 or 7 or whatever it is. We'll get another Earth Fang. We don't really need it though. But the only reason why we went here was to trigger having gotten the Earth Fang. That's 2 extra steps that you have to do. You have to trigger getting the Earth Thing in order to be able to make it through all these statues. 2 extra steps. Unequipped swords switch to red mage. Okay. Yeah, suck. Oh, right down, right. All 3 down.
No, don't worry. Something before
Down the savior of the tacos.
Down, right. Okay, down. That should be the battle. Back to red mage for this guy. Really? Yeah. Okay. Because he needs to be able to catch black magic. That's right. Go. We don't need to re-equip shit. We need to... Did I counter escape that? No, okay. Nice. Boss battle rearrange the inventory once again. Up, right, down, left, left. Okay, down. That should be 1. The next one, use 3 potions. There's just 2 encounters almost back to back. Down, down. Shit. Down, down. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Up, left, up, left, left. Finally almost out of this horrible section. 1 more potential battle, or actually 2. And I'll spam 4 potions to skip both of them. Okay, so now we come to this phase of the game where we set up the next glitching. Oh yeah, never mind. My concerns about that second guy being over-leveled, forget about it. I forgot. All of my setups here are only with the 1 guy alive. Here. Really? That's not my... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. And now, since the enemies here drop high potions, we can use the huge wad of cash we have to buy 99 of those and glitch out some more items. What's my inventory setup? Oh, Earth Fang. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna glitch out the Earth Fang that we just got. Again, we don't actually need the Earth Fang. We just need to trigger the event to get the Earth Fang. Okay. What is the setup shit? I don't remember. I think it's...
I just hear
I don't even remember the setup here. Straight left and go right. Oh shit, okay, that's right. So my setup for this encounter is to have these exact stats and turn right at this location. Okay, good luck on that one, guys. And then 1 Sorcerer, 2 Helkan, Ice 2, all strike first, win 1 high potion. What is that? 800, 747 is the right damage values. So we got it. High potion. Okay. Back. And that's a nice setup because you're already a couple of steps from the initial location.
These are all around you.
And, okay, loot, yeah. You don't actually need the loot again. I turned yet another Earth Fang into another loot, but turns out the next item ID right above loot is a Silk's key. So now we don't have to do all this bullshit with fighting Dorga and Noon and Titan and all this super, obviously. Missed those frames. So I gotta hold start while powering the game on and hold left as I load the save file. and I gotta buffer any other inputs in order to enter a battle on a certain frame. We have 1 sorcerer, 2 M Helkin, Ice 2 all, strike first, win high potion. 800 and 747. Yep. And now the loot is a Silksky. And we have 6 more battles to get into. So that Kotetsu and Kiku I found earlier are pretty high ID. Have some pretty high ID values for swords. They're pretty close to onion swords, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'll start with the Kotetsu, and then I'll turn it into a Kiku, and then I'll have a stack of Kiku that I can keep transmuting. So Kotetsu into 1 Kiku, and then I'll have a stack of Kiku, and then eventually I'll have 2 onion swords after enough of these battles. But every time, since ending a battle rearranges your inventory, I gotta replace all this stuff. There's the Kiku. Oop, shit, wrong order, obviously. And again, I make 2 save files because I've had the save file get corrupted. Like if I power off right after the first save, sometimes it would corrupt it. And it's just like, oh, great. And it just screws the run. So, but every time I've made 2, I've never seen it corrupt. So
Of course not.
hopefully it stays like that. On emulator, it's not only like incredibly easy to power off and on just because you can bind it to a button, but it's never happened on emulator for me. So our Kikus became break blades. Okay. And we have about 4 more battles. I don't even know what the hell is an M Helkin. Any clues, guys? What is an M Helkin? What could M stand for?
Magic.
Magic Helkin, maybe.
I don't know.
I think they cast something. They cast like shade or something like that.
Mystical.
Mystical Helkin. Okay, so there's the issue of Helkin. What the fuck is that? Alright. Whatever. They give us eye potions. And they turned our Breakblade into an Excalibur, so. Okay. It's important to hold start while you power on, because the timer value that is used to seed the RNG is actually, it's ticking during the intro cutscene, but you skip the intro cutscene immediately if you're holding start as you power the game on. And for some reason that timer value freezes on the file select screen. That way, you don't have to do frame perfect menuing on the file select screen. However, that timer will lag slightly for each save file you have. So the same setup won't work for somebody that only has 2 save files as opposed to 3. So it's kind of, I had to learn all that shit out the hard way. So when I was doing on an emulator, I only had the 1 save file. And I go to console and it wasn't working, and it took me forever to figure out that, oh, okay, on console I had all 3. You can't normally erase your saves. So I just had to create 2 dummy saves and then it starts working. And since you move on a tile by tile basis, it's easy to buffer your inputs and do frame perfect movement. I think we're almost done. So that was I think we have the Masamune. This is the Ragnarok now, right? Ragnarok. And the last one. I like that we have a stack of 99 Kaiser Claws. It's pretty funny. Totally unintentional, like 2 potion drop earlier. Okay, last one. What are we at? 204. Yeah, the final dungeon takes about 15 minutes, so I don't think I buffered that. That might be wrong. Nope, we're good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. So there it is. So now I have onion swords. I'll equip them in just a sec. So just like before, I have to fix my route. That's right. I have to fix my I have to fix my route to make it more like the emulator route. because I didn't feel like taking a whole bunch of extra screenshots, and I wanted the encounters to be in the same spot. So let's power off there. So finishing it on emulator is like I'd be here after that last encounter. You can power off the eye drops location 2 times above here. There should do these. So, now that we triggered having gotten the Earth Fang in the previous dungeon, I can pass by all 4 of the statues. The idea is you're supposed to have one of the elemental fangs per statue, but the game wasn't coded like that. It just checks for what is the latest fang that you have triggered getting. I don't even have an Earth Fang in my inventory anymore, but it doesn't seem to care. As soon as the last statue is dead, cast Cure twice to skip battles. So yeah, if you don't have the proper requirement for any of these statues, you game over. I don't know why the game does that to you. But
So it's not just like, oh, you can't go here yet. It's just like, nope.
it just game overs you. And you have no idea like what they are. Like they barely even look like statues, much less much less it being obvious that you're going to get killed by it.
I think you found the way to go. Just go in there and game over.
Yeah.
Nice, game over.
Hopefully you saved, but usually not. Just like the stupid floating shoes swamp. God damn it! I'm just slow and stupid. Okay. Yeah, we want our onion swords. So, oh shit, onion knight. Yeah, of course. Okay, so watch my stats. Let's see, attack power 50. Yeah. 224. 448.
Got it.
So yeah, he's a beast. I'm not gonna equip the helmet yet. Yeah. So now we can go to the final dungeon. How does this work? I think I just get out right here. Sure. Okay, we have 3 more dungeons all in a row that we just plow through it, and that's the game. Okay, that's the last overworld encounter. Rip Eternal Wind. And what is it, Ancient Labyrinth? Ancient's Labyrinth. We'll go back to that lovely altar cave theme. So normally, you're supposed to enter that door where the Earth Crystal is, and you fight Titan, and then you have to go back to Dorga, and don't fuck up like this. Well, at least we get to see the power of the onion swords.
Well,
and it's doing more like 15 or 16,000 damage. The number on screen, actual amount of damage being dealt. At least with the onion swords. Okay, so 2 potions here. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, 2 potions. Fucking bomb our arms. I gotta like just use those. Get out of my fucking inventory. Yeah. Okay. So this is a huge maze. It's also pretty big in the DS remake, but it's not nearly as annoying. Like in this version, it's just such like a featureless area. It's hard to really tell what the hell, like where you're going. So I picked up a dark scent. One of the few items I actually went out of my way to pick up. Actually, it's kind of like an instant. It's like a death item. It casts death on an enemy, basically. And it's useful because later on I have to fight Dark Cloud in a scripted battle.
Love that game.
That you're supposed to lose. But sadly, my guys are just so badass. It takes like it'll take Dark Cloud like 50 turns to kill him. And in fact, I just have so much health. Even with onion swords, it takes like 3 turns to kill myself. So with a dark scent, I just use that on myself to instantly end the fight. It makes it a little bit faster. Okay. Keep going right. Okay. We're almost out of here already. It's not that long of a dungeon if you know where to go, but it's just such a huge network of mazes and bullshit. Same thing with the Crystal Tower. Also much more fair in the remakes, in my opinion. I think this is...
So is it possible to run out of potions? Or I guess you know how many.
No, I'm good. I mean, I have a full stack of potions, a full stack of high potions, and I can cast Cure as well. Or no, I wouldn't be able to cast Cure, so I just have, I have just enough. We use probably about 120 healing items and Cure about 50 times throughout the whole run, which should be plenty. Okay, so another relatively featureless queue.
Look at him.
Okay. To tell where to pause there, I was looking at the right side of the screen.
Just push him.
Huh. I wonder if anybody in chat's like enjoying this at all. Like, I feel like I've just been on autopilot the past hour and a half. This is just probably really weird.
Did you just talk about the translation patch of the game?
Oh, there. Okay, something I wouldn't even have thought of discussing. Okay, so I have the safety hard reset there in case I had made any mistakes. Best music in the game. I am, in my opinion. So you can enter that center door if you have the Eureka key to go to the Forbidden Land Eureka, which will unlock the Sage and Ninja jobs. And you fight a bunch of optional bosses, and there's a lot of sweet equipment in there. And you usually want to do all that stuff just to power up before heading to the final area. But we don't. Well, for one, we don't even have a Eureka key, and for two, we just don't need to do it. So skip an encounter in the next area, and whoops, use our fabricated silks key to get in this door. So, normally having fought Dorga and Oon after fighting Titan and going back with the submarine and all that shit to Dorga's cave, they give you both of the keys. But we made our own key and skipped all that, so... Oh, this is great music. I love this song. Makes this part bearable. It's about 30 encounters that you need to skip until... it's 1, 2, 3... until the end of the game. Okay, there's probably about 40 encounters total to skip left, and then that's it. And then we're done with the game. So yeah, I should probably just enough to run out of the stack of potions, actually. Okay, nothing until as soon as I enter the next area. I thought the remake did a pretty decent job with this song. It sounds way different, but I mean, it's has this like grand, like blaring strings. You know, it's this epic track. It's still really good. You know, I think I bet people are talking about the remake or something in chat because that's probably what more English speakers are familiar with. My personal take on it, I think it's really good. I enjoyed playing through the remake a lot. I mean, yeah, it's really annoying having some of the, you know, very much outdated features like not being able to save anywhere other than the world map, not being able to return from the final area, stuff like that. Did make it a lot harder. And was kind of annoying, but I mean, to me it was fair. I kind of knew how to approach the game, even though I wasn't familiar with the differences on the remake. And, I don't know, it was really enjoyable. Like, everything about it was pretty good. I mean, except the story was stupid. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if they just left out all the shit that they injected into the beginning of the game, but it was okay. I think, you know, I was excited to see more stuff like that come from Square Enix. I think I would have preferred like a high-definition 2D remake that was closer to the original, with just, you know, practical higher-resolution sprites or something. And maybe an official translation of, you know, the one that looks like this. Kind kind of like, well, I guess what I'm talking about is like the, what is it, the PSP, Final Fantasy 1 and 2. A treatment like that, I think, is what people really want.
Did they never make a Game Boy Advance version of this?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope, the only one is the
Remake of DS.
DS. I think it's PS. I'm not sure about PSP, but it's on Android and iPhone and now on PC.
I don't think PSP has it.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, I don't think it has it either. It's definitely. I played when I played through it. It was on Android actually. That was the only time I played through it, and the port was actually pretty decent. It was not too bad to play on Android, and it was good about like quick saving. Like I would almost always just tap the sleep button and then come back, and it would still be there. But it was tricky doing like the final section of the game. Because I knew about the whole save point thing and no return. Yeah, it was just stupid. Ambushed by fucking ninjas. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take like, I don't know, like 10,000 damage here, trying to kill these guys. Nice. And actually, somewhat threatening if I accidentally get into like 3 or 4 of these battles. Ooh, like 1,000 damage. Holy shit. So I have 37,000 health though, so I should be good. I just don't have any AoE as the onion kid. Got about 10 to 15 minutes left in the game. Oh, that sucks. My PB is 20 minutes faster than this. Than the current time. That's how just shitty this has been, but I've been able to get through it, luckily. Like, nothing that has completely broken the game, or the route at least. Binary Nova. Picked it up after he saw did this on AGDQ bonus stream. There's a... fuck, man. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking screenshot again. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so now I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. So the story goes. There's a faster way to approach this category than what you're seeing here. It's a lot riskier because it depends on a practically random drop. But it changes the beginning of the game and makes it about 15 minutes faster. There's the 2. Yeah. So the previous one I actually got. Should be good. Yep. So at first, yeah, you should definitely follow Binary Nova, who's really dedicated to playing this game and like play Super Metroid and stuff as well. But what was I saying? So yeah, I saw that he was doing runs of what he saw me do when I did it at AGDQ, and I had to go back and show him the faster way to do it, because doing it live is just stupid. Seeing that just grind for an eye drop, and it can take anywhere between a minute and 30 minutes to do so. And so how to do that that route is instead of doing that whole glitch thing during the gin fight, I actually buy 99 eye drops at the very beginning and go into this cave and just get a lucky eye drop from one of the skeletons, and then use that to glitch my level out like really early on. But getting that eye drop is really just total luck. So so I don't know. It brings up one of those things about categories in games, because it... Oh, by the way, shit is definitely in the fan translation. It's very nice.
I definitely saw it. I'm telling my mom.
Yeah. This is why they didn't localize it.
PJ Salt's in danger.
Yep. We never even met these people. Oh, and we never even saved Sid's wife, but she seems to be doing okay. But this is Dorga going around visiting everybody, another person we never met. Oh, Desh, she's not dead.
Oh.
He was just fixing the tower or something. I don't quite understand. Yeah, for other categories in this game, I kind of recently came up with like a any percent like no credits warp route that lets you use any job glitching you want, but you just can't use the credits warping command. And there's a clever way to go through the game. It's basically this. It's very, very similar to the old tasks by Pirihiko in 40 minutes, and this can be done in real time in under an hour using that stuff. And it involves like, so all that bullshit I did from flooding the main world to entering the Silk's Tower can be completely skipped by glitching your job to job level like 57. To job 57. So the highest job value is like 20, which is like ninja or something. I want to make sure I don't have that helmet equipped. Okay, good. And then some jobs will like just have really strange commands that just do weird shit. And then one of the jobs is to change your airship into a crazy glitched airship that flies over walls, and use that to just fly straight to the end. Oh, look at that, 42k HP, see? You can't, for some reason you can't see it on the menu, but when he does Libra, you can see it, so. Lots of HP. Oh, shit. No biggie. Yeah, I think that took a whole 3 rounds to kill that guy. It's pretty rare, actually. So it's important that I didn't equip my onion helmet next, because it would make me immune to using dark scent on myself. So I want to equip that right after this battle. Really badass final boss music here. It's an intentional battle that you're intended to lose on. But like I said, it takes way too long to lose on unless I dark scent. Rip.
Stopped breath.
Yeah.
Game over. Well, good run. You tried.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think so. It's weird. There's a lot of scenes in this game. It just, there's nothing happening. Everything is sitting still, and it's like, did it freeze? And I don't know if that's supposed to be a passed out animation. I think that's one of like his walking frames. In typical Final Fantasy tradition, the power of friends revives the heroes. Everyone lend their strength, so Goku can spirit bomb and all that shit. Wow, with all my friends backing me, I can surely overcome this great terror. So here's the thing. Actually, when I came into this area, you can't go back now. You're committed to the rest of the game, and there's no save point. So that was the... I mean, what sucks about that is there's 4 more bosses, and then the final boss to fight. And... that you just get into tons of battles. Like in the DS remake, I leveled up like from level 50 to 60 in between, you know, the last save point and the final battle. So, and just to make absolute sure that I was prepared for the final battle, because it was pretty tough. Like I just had an active like save state. You know, I'd power off my phone and power it back on. It was never a hard save. So it's just like, well, if I don't win this, I'm not going to be playing this for like a couple of years. So it better happen.
Power of friendship.
Yep. Saves, yeah, it's, went through all of that bullshit throughout the rest of the game and just realized that all it takes is love.
Oh, you could have skipped the whole game just with love.
Yeah. Everyone just chill out at the beginning.
I like how the 4 old dudes who couldn't even handle goblins
Yeah.
can take on this huge dragon thing.
Yeah, all like the level 2 goblins. That whole town is surrounded by like level 30 monsters, but the level 1 goblins, nope, it's a little too much. Surprised they even made it that far into the cave. Like, that one. Okay. So the thing in this area is you can go fight Dark Cloud right now, but her HP doesn't actually drop below 65,000. So you have to either find some way to do 65,000 damage in a single hit, which is not possible as far as I can tell, or do it the normal way, which is you have to go visit these dark crystals and free the Dark Warriors, which will help reduce her power to make her stop from healing. So hey, look, it revived everybody. Really nice. Good to have our team back. Oh, he can't even do himself, that sucks. Let's see what kind of damage they do. Ooh, miss. Maybe next time. Nice try, buddy.
Get it together.
Yep.
29 times.
Okay, well, maybe until next time, I guess.
Blame ever hate.
Blame ever hate, yep. There's the last guy that missed that could have turned the tide of battle, but no, you had your chance. There's Dark Warrior number 1. So the steps are active in these rooms. Something that was really frustrating when I first started trying to run this was after the battle, I'd immediately start walking down and say, oh shit, you gotta go up to the Dark Crystal. Like almost every time that would happen to me. It's a fucking bomb R arm. I'm sick of this shit. Bomb R arm is actually kind of neat because that's one of the items used in the any percent no credits warp. When you make somebody's job a bomb R arm, it gives you a glitched item command that it's weird. It's really weird, but the glitched item command, it puts the cursor of the item when you normally select the item command and it goes to the inventory, it puts that cursor towards another place in memory, and it lets you use items that aren't really items. They're just like they're just like random memory values. And as soon as you use one of them, it copies that entire block of memory into your inventory, thus generating just a shitload of weird items. And it's the same items every time, so I've built a route around using that. And it gives you a bunch of like attack items. It gives you like 50 Silk's Keys and like, 80 Zeus Rages, and it's pretty crazy. That one. Yeah, so if you want to see what that's like, I think binary... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I took 2 extra steps. That's just great. That's just great. So we can either get into these fights, or we can try and predict them. It's that one. Okay, so we're gonna try to look 2 steps ahead in my notes, which is reasonable. Like, once it starts to get like 4+ steps ahead, it becomes really hard to like visualize. Shit, it's this one. Okay. That one's not too bad. This could be bad also because I think before entering this boss door, I enter the boss room like 2 steps before an encounter. So there's a good chance. Hold on, let me. This is the whole reason why I got that onion helmet was this boss fight. He has a chance of petrifying you on the 2nd round. So is this gonna be a battle? Yes, okay, so that battle is normally skipped by the dead steps in the next room. So equipping the onion helmet makes almost every spell completely worthless against this guy. Oh, look at that, my defense is so high and all that stuff, everything is missing. Yeah, the onion gear, not just the swords, like the armor, makes you almost indestructible, just like with a single piece. Sort of. Is it this guy that does crazy damage to you? No, it's the next guy. Okay. So yeah, see, he can on the 2nd round, if he goes before me, there's a chance that he can use break, and that can wipe me. There's Quake on round 1, break on round 2 if I don't go first. Okay, cool. So he's dead. So he didn't get a chance to use Quake. So we're good. And now with that battle, we're 1 tile behind.
And after that, Knuckles got his life together.
We're 3 tiles behind now, so fucking move down. Just like I said before, you're supposed to go up after these battles to touch the crystal. Okay, so 3 steps. That's just great. Don't do this in the last part of the game. Like,
This doesn't seem stressful at all.
Oh no.
oh wait, was it 1, 2, 3? So
2
4
still
behind.
left.
Okay, good. I'd rather have the single enemy encounters. Anything's better than all the ninjas.
Yeah, ninja were bad.
Shit.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, I think so. 2, 1, 2. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. So I was 4 off when I had counted before, or not 3. So this put me up by another 1. So now I can do it 2 tiles behind. So on the next one, it should be that 4th from the left block instead of the 6th from the left. Okay, so that like void type area, like the tile like right above my current position is like this void, empty void. That's just like the water tiles, so don't touch the void. Wait, there's one, yeah. Looking at the right side of the screen to see the cube. Okay. This one. This one, so let's see, 3. Okay. That will be done at the corner. This is kind of an annoying section unless you know about this silly shortcut, which skips all of it. Boom. Don't know why. ASDF, where did that come from?
It's clearly the most important part of the notes.
Yeah, I have ASDF just like written in my notes for some reason. Ahriman, yeah. I think this guy does crazy damage to you. No, that's the D. That's the next boss. But this boss will tell you, this demonstrates exactly how much damage I'm doing. It has 35,000 HP. And I only kill it in 3 turns. Oh, I kill it in 2 turns. So I'm clearly doing like over 17,000 damage like per hit.
That's good.
So,
You walked up, yeah.
yeah, I know. I remember to walk up. Jeez, it's so hard. Okay, backtrack and go to the last Dark Crystal. So it's 2 before that, like, pince, like, I don't know what you looking at the background. Yeah, when you're trying to, like, come up with cues, visual cues for everything, you, like...
You get creative.
Yeah, you get creative in how to visualize stuff to make it easier.
Especially in these old games where the tile sets are really, like, hard to just differentiate.
Yep. They're really like abstract or repetitive, you know.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got confused.
Yeah, so this one, I should see 3 columns of wall, and then I can do it on the right side. I'm looking at the right side of the screen for the cube. So I have to tiptoe around here, because don't touch the void. Again, if I had pressed up against that out of bounds section, it would have increased my step counter by 1 for every frame that I'm pressing that button. That's it. Oh, almost out of regular potions. Okay, so I'm going to be this last tile of the hidden wall. There. And here we have everybody's favorite boss. It's... okay. Spoil it.
Who is this?
It's my favorite boss. It's the 2-headed D. It's the best.
Wow.
Oh, look how much damage this dude does, by the way.
Wow.
Huge damage. Like, he'd actually kill me in a few rounds. Luckily, 2-headed D takes 2 hits to down the D. Well, rip the D. And that was the last one. So now we just go into that center section back at the Dark World Hub, and that takes us to the final boss. There's like 8 more encounters to skip, and that's it for the rest of the game. Okay. Oh, fucking bomb armor on him. Jeez. Okay, so let's see. 5. There.
There's one more encounter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. In the hub, yeah, the weird section. It's here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this was kind of hard to route out this little section where there's a lot of invisible shit, but it ain't too bad. Straight up. Left. That one. Yep. So for some reason, this last screenshot that I made, I think it's like 1 tile off. And since we're 2 tiles behind, Just gonna stand right there and I'm gonna spam like a bunch of potions.
You're just healing before the final boss, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't really know where the battle was, but I knew there was one just a few steps from there. Just like, whatever, spam some potions. I know it's not gonna be like 2 consecutive battles, so that'll work. Alright, get ready on time.
Alright.
Yeah, so this was about 40 minutes slower than it could have been. Like, with 0 mistakes, 0 encounters, extra encounters. Dark Cloud has 45,000 HP, so she's dead in 3 hits, because I'm doing well over 15k damage around. Shit.
Oh. She got nothing on the 2-headed D, man.
No, yeah, not even close. Yeah. Yeah, literally her whole AI is just to, by the way,
She's faster than me.
the numbers pop up and time.
236, 60.
Okay.
Oh.
That did it.
Good run.
Yeah, well, I finished the game. Managed to. Yeah, and there it is. So yeah, Dark
Rest
Cloud.
in peace, Dark Cloud.
Yeah. It's kind of a dumb boss, like tradition of like old Final Fantasy dumb bosses.
She gets her life together and gets her own PS2
That's
game.
weird.
Yeah.
The dragon did
Yeah, that's
like
right.
7,000
Actually
more
becomes
damage
pretty
than
cool.
she did. The dragon dealt 7,000 damage
Oh,
more than she did.
She was doing like 300 damage. That dragon did like... I've seen the dragon do 9999 before. If I wasn't wearing that that onion helmet. Yeah, Dark Cloud's just a really stupid fight. All she does is just cast Flare Wave over and over again. No other attacks. And all it is just it just hits your entire team with non-elemental damage. Like it was a ton of non-elemental. So you just need to have a lot of HP and good healing, and then that's it. And then you can win. But it's a lot of grinding to be able to do it. In the remakes, it's a completely different fight. She actually has like 8 different attacks. There's 2 additional targets in the battle, like her little snake-like dudes, and they have some stupid, one heals and one does this, and if they're both dead, it triggers some pattern, you know, typical shit. But it's different from the monotonous, you know, flare wave sneezing over and over again. But anyways.
But do not be swept away. Look instead to that place.
It's actually kind of cool.
To the light which shines after. It's just like nonsense. What the hell is this?
It's philosophical.
Yeah. It's just too deep for me.
You just
Exactly.
Don't, you just don't have hope.
You just
in
don't
your
get it,
heart.
man. You just don't get it.
This is the nice like Windows like flying star screen saver. And then we get to go to the sequence where we get to revisit all of the great friends that we didn't meet and instead skipped over, but they somehow know of us. So.
The Frankenstein pyramid.
Oh, who's the pyramid?
Lobos.
Lobos, nice.
We got FF3 through 6 with all these guys here.
It's true, we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
You
This this couch, like.
got 3 with Dogfish, 4 with Narn, 5 with Dylan, and 6 with Hybrid.
We can have our own.
There's no 7 here.
Yeah, no 7. As I said, 3 through 6.
You could like put those all in a
You're
row
8.
next year.
I don't do it.
You disappoint me, Kai.
Alright, so hopefully that was somewhat entertaining. I don't know if anybody actually stuck around for that. It's always hard to tell.
There's a bunch of people talking, so I guess so.
You guys like you, Dogfish. You're just a likable guy.
Even if I'm just bullshitting for 40 extra minutes. I
It's a good dude.
It's really interesting stuff.
Looking at the wrong
guess.
picture.
Yeah, I got to explain almost everything. Oh yeah, and like 3 of these guys we never really met.
12%.
Dog fights. Dog fights.
Jeez.
What's up, Yoshi? Are we like behind or
No,
can I cut the credits?
whatever.
Yeah, we got
I mean, we're kind of technically behind, but since we cut Final Fantasy IX, we got days. So,
So we never went here. We never got this fast airship. None of that shit.
Super fast.
That airship's awesome. It can turn into a submarine. Also.
Who needs your shit?
Wham!
That dude on the
Can you
top.
imagine
we never had
riding
on
in
the
that
team.
shit?
Yeah.
It's like, alright, we're going! Ludicrous speed!
Lost
Yeah.
the nature.
That's what it is.
Harold is all the.
So Heinberg, Gabe is asking.
Oh, that's fine.
Yo, Heinberg, Gabe is asking how you do it.
What's up, Gabe? How you doing, man? I'm doing good.
Bringing Sid back to his sickly wife. She somehow healed. We never healed her, but alright.
Yeah, we need 7 through 9 next Deuce-con.
Is she supposed to
Oh,
die?
jeez. I don't know if I can learn one of those. Maybe.
If you have another event called Deuce-con, you can do that.
Discount
So, yeah, just set up another
Alex
Deuce-con.
recommendations.
Yeah.
We need more subscriptions for that, though.
Yeah, definitely.
God, awkward airship movements.
Like how they just go super fast and then they don't land, they just stop.
Oh, they said all of our names. I should have. Kiss. Hey.
Alright.
So who gets the girl? PJ Salt, TMR hat,
Yeah.
Frank Z.
Frank Z, or Everhate?
Probably one of the people that was staying.
Exactly.
on the
PJ
floor the
Salt
whole time.
was beasting level potion.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. That Everhate, it's pretty strong too.
Yeah, but that RNG.
And TMR hats,
We,
no joke.
we did carry his corpse through like the entire world. You know, it's coming back with all of these like
That's
stamps and all this.
Pretty
shit on the
sweet
corpse.
justice to carry Everhate's corpse for 2 hours.
It's a cool little unique graphic that we haven't seen yet. It's like a nice perspective of the overworld.
That is really cool. See,
And I think that's coming from the Crystal Tower. I don't know what that big light is, but I guess it purged the land.
those birds actually look pretty good for Fangabell.
Yeah, really colorful, nice stuff. Good ending credits theme too.
I like how on the left side of the screen the clouds just kind of like square off at the edge.
Yeah.
It's like,
They're like separate sprites almost, each
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah, well, your TV, it's showing a little bit more than
Oh,
most
yeah,
TVs
that's
would
true.
on the left and right. But on the stream and what we see, yeah, it's kind of that's the extra bullshit. Oh, here's the beast.
32 hit.
Level G7.
G7.
Like a G7, like a G7. Sorry.
So that's like level 166 is what that is.
Frank
Frank
Z.
Frank Z.
Frank Z.
That dude leveled up a lot.
It's on my head.
Pretty powerful.
Oh man, have a bucket.
He has the doggy.
You knew they were talking about it.
TMR hat. Waiting for the TMR hat spam.
Damn it. Frank Z.
Blame
Everhate. Level 7, kid never grew up. Sarah, one of the few NPCs we actually met.
Sarah and Desh.
Oh yeah, Sid.
Well, I guess Sid too, yeah.
And yeah, Dash.
Sid, aka.
Oh yeah, and briefly Elia.
Desh kind of looks like Bionic Commando a little bit.
Yeah, so we met those three. And okay, we did briefly meet in whatever her name is. Oh yeah, the 4 element. Okay, so I'm giving it
Four
less
old
credit than it
firemen.
deserves. Yeah, never saw this guy though. Prince
Love that crown.
tilted slightly, casually, like Dorgo, who's this guy?
Dangerous to travel alone.
Yeah. Wields the wooden sword. I think that's it. Yeah.
We're at the staff.
Oh yeah, it shows all the job classes. Nacer, of course,
Face in the
famous
sun.
famous programmer.
Yeah.
Makes good games, but there's usually some stuff that lets you kind of get inside of him. And he usually puts some kind of like a special like, you know, signature in his games.
Debug type rooms as well.
Yeah. Or like if you do weird shit and you like power the game. I think that's like that for this game. If you like power the game on holding certain buttons, it like shows like by Nacer, like a nice font.
Right.
I think it's like that for it's like FF2. I think is where that is.
Yossi.
You'll see there. That's the knight job class.
Like the jumping jacks.
So There's like 22 job classes in this game. That's Hunter, Ranger.
Ranger, I think
forget
it
what-
is. I forget what they're called.
That one's that one's the
Geomancer?
Ranger. That one, no, that one's the
Oh.
Ranger. The previous one I think was Thief. That was
Oh, that one's
Geomancer.
Geomancer, yeah.
Definitely. That bell goes in the way. And the goofy like Santa hat. Viking.
Obviously, inspiration for the Final Fantasy
Yeah.
IV.
Lancer.
And that is very similar to.
Are they called Dragoon or
Dragoon.
Lancers in that one?
Lancers.
It just depends on the translation. That I forget what that was. I also forget what that is. Scholar maybe? No, the Scholar has like the book and shit.
Dark
It's
Knight.
Mystic Knight. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of inspiration for Final
Wizard?
Fantasy IV
Yeah,
sprites,
Black
characters,
Mage.
etc. from
Mhm.
job classes.
Yeah, White Mage.
The waifu class.